Hello and welcome to Legendary Tactics. I'm your host, Vendetta. So, what have we done so far? We have won 2 live battles with Legendary Tactica. We have some points to spend, and I just want to reiterate that we're not expecting to win every battle. So, we'll go to the next one. Hopefully, we'll have the same success as we did in the past 2. But yeah, I just wanted to say we're not expecting to win all of them because sometimes it will come down to unit composition. What the enemy brings. If they've got some retarded units, they've got like 20 melee attack, and we're just walking around with a vanilla lone sword. Anyway, what we're going to talk about now for upgrades, pretty much what we were talking about when I did the general video. So we're going to go down the leadership route, and to begin with, I think we'll probably start off with 1 in rally and then 1 in inspire because we wouldn't have that. Ability because that can be very useful. I think it boosts morale, melee attack, and accuracy of a single unit. So obviously that is going to be incredibly beneficial to any sort of situation we're going to be in, and I want to be using that as much as possible. Rally is just going to be a nice thing because it reduces the cooldown, and it's just gonna boost our morale a little bit, or not morale, but it's gonna be good for our units. So that's how we're gonna commence our points, and then we've also got some points, I think, for some veteran units. So we've already spent 1 point on the melee attack. We'll go to this one and do the same. So automatically we've got 12 melee attack, which is the same as a vanilla katana samurai, yet these guys are cheaper by about, what, I think it's 100, 200 koku. It's just the morale that's going to be affected, really, by quite a lot. So yeah, and then we'll go into the Daikyu Samurai. We want to upgrade these guys. Let's look at their stats. So accuracy is good. Don't quite need extra ammunition just yet. I think we're going to go with reload speed. And those are our upgrades. So now let's go into our battle. And what are we going to choose next? So we've got Katana Samurai, Naginata, European Gunsmith. I'm thinking we'll go for Katana Samurai, because these guys, again, anti-infantry, Yari Ashigaru can perform all of our anti-cav uses for now, so let's not quite go for Naginata just yet. So let's go into our next battle, take off mixed avatars, because we're going to get destroyed. Okay, so we found an opponent, and this is who it is. It's going to be a no-star, so hopefully this will go okay for us. Again, we're going to say hey, and we'll look at his... oh, hi, good, we got a nice response. Let's just tell him that we're going to do a tutorial. I'm doing a tutorial video. And I'm just going to say live. So, again, we said hello, which is good, nice, positive rhetoric, and then we're going to look, he's a bowman. So that's what his general is going to be, so we're going to have to kind of prepare for that, but at this low rank, it won't be too lethal to us. And what we're going to do is I think we can kind of stick with the same army here. I mean, if this is a Smurf account, and the Smurf account is obviously someone who's a very high rank, has decided to play a very, they decided to basically make a new general and start all over again. So we're going to again go for some anti-infantry. We'll put on our good guys here, because they've got 12 melee attack, and they only cost 50 koku more, so obviously that is going to well be worth it. And I think we should then get another 2 of these guys. Afterwards we can start using Katana Samurai. And yeah, let's just go for some Yari Ashigaru. Ready. Oh, good. I don't really know what we should buy next. Because it's going to be difficult. Because we could go for some ranged units, some Turkos. But we don't know exactly what he's going to be bringing to the battlefield. So, oh, I've got another retainer as well. So, it's an interesting one. Because I don't want to bring any cavalry, because we just don't really need cavalry at this point, because we can fend off all the cavalry. And, yeah, I think we might actually just go for some Turkos, actually. Maybe a nice idea. Or are we going to go for an insane melee unit? Could go for Benkai's Blades. We're going to have to make a decision now, so I think we'll probably just go for the Turkos, just in case he has kind of got a Smurf account, and then we can fend off any horrible, nasty units like Dondabus that he might have. So let's quickly pop on that, and let's go into the battle. So I've already got the +1 for longsword, and I've got the +1 melee defense for Yari Ashigaru. So Ubaya Onzen. This is a good map. I like this map. We played it a lot in the Christmas Cup, and I think we played it a lot in the Bruscus Birthday Bash tournament as well. So I do know this map, and my main tactic will probably just to get on this hill here and commence an attack. There'll be key buildings here and probably here. Yeah, other than that, it's kind of hard to say. I'm a little bit skeptical because he could have a Smurf account, and which if he does, that means that he'll be able to counter a lot of what I'm probably going to be doing to him. But if he has sorry, I'm still a bit ill from yesterday. But if he does bring in any like really horrible veteran units like Donderbust or Mounted Dicks or Mounted Gunners if you prefer, then we can kind of counter that with some Turkos. So immediately the Morale Shrine is over there, so that's what we're going to be going for. Again, we're assessing what buildings are good and what isn't, and we're going to select all of our units and pop them over here really randomly, so we can then just start doing our deployment. So matchshot units, we always want them in a nice long formation like that, because they can't fight in they can't fire, should I say, in 2-rank formation. They can only fire from the front rank unless you do get an ability later on. I think it's like 8 or 9 chevron. So you always want them like this. You don't want them in their loose formation like we do with our bow units, because bow units can shoot in no matter how many ranks you got. Whereas really want to maximise the potential of matchshot units. So you want them in a nice long straight line like this. Next we'll put up, I think, 2 Yari Ash. And, well, actually, no, we might just do... Oh, this is tricky, actually. We'll put 3 Yari Ash in front. Oh, there we go. Put 3 Yari Ash in front. Let's take these guys back a bit. We'll put some Naginata attendants in front of the Turkos, just in case he has got any bow units. In which case, he'll be firing at these guys with their auto fire first, and he'll ignore the Portuguese Turkos, given that these guys will be a couple of meters behind. That's a good move if you're planning on doing any skirmishing, is to always put some really crap units in loose formation kind of in front of your skirmishing troops, because that way if the enemy does leave on their fire at will, they'll be shooting at the attendants, should I say, and not your skirmishing units. Next we'll have all of our Lone Sword Ashigaru. Let's put those guys in there. And yeah, and again, we're closer to this flank, so what we're going to do is that, oh, where are you? We're going to put this Yari Ash on this flank to protect backs of our Lone Sword. And then we'll put Legendary Tactica there. We'll do this, and we'll click G, so that we've got all of these guys grouped, so that way we can move them around like that, which is going to be useful. Put that away, and we'll say to him, good luck, have fun. I'm ready. I'm hoping he doesn't have a Smurf account, because I'm always a bit skeptical of when people have got, they're just really, really low rank, because then, they might have a Smurf account and they might just be really, really good. I did play against someone the other day, because what I do, if I play against someone who's 3 bronze star and below, what I'll always do is bring Ashigaru units, or I'll bring a fairly, kind of basic army for them to play, because I don't want it to be too hard for them. Okay. I just don't want it to be too hard for them. I don't just want to go in with Katana Samurai or Nodachi who've got like 21 melee attack each, or I don't want to go in with some insane cavalry which is just going to destroy all of their troops. I don't want to do that, so that's why I always bring much lesser kind of armies, Ashigaru, when I am playing with my Captain Cabinet Silver Star General. But yeah, there was this one time where this guy had a Smurf account. I think he said he was rank 44 on the rank 44 on the 1v1 ladder, and like, I wasn't expecting it, because I did say to him, I'm going to play Ashigaru units because that means it's more fair on you. But yeah, he was 3-star bronze, and he basically just like ripped me apart. So out of my own goodwill, I got ripped apart by like a 3 bronze who had a Smurf account, and he was actually rank 45 or whatever. So let's look at his army. He has bought some Lone Sword Ashigaru. My guys will be able to dispatch those. He's bought some Naginata attendants, sword attendants, Tetsubi warrior monks. They're going to be pretty deadly. So really, I think he's playing a more Rise of the Samurai. I wouldn't advocate this because generally Rise of the Samurai armies are pretty terrible, and they also don't have much of a. They don't kind of have many units, if you know what I mean. So, you know, Naginata attendants, they've got what? I think it's 75 men. Oh, it's got 50 in this, but you know, compared to Yariash, they've got 100 men, so it's going to be more beneficial, really. So I think we might just stop here, and what we'll do is our Turkos can take some shots at his units. He hasn't got any. Oh, there we go. And we've immediately almost routed him. So we're going to pull up a little bit more onto the flank. We'll send our Nagi attendants down into the down to the morale shrine so we can capture it, because really those Naginata attendants, I use them a lot. They're very, very useful units. Really what I use them for is either capturing buildings or fending off little bits of cavalry, or just using them as meat shields because they're a cheap unit and they're effective at the same time. So we're just going to move our army to the flank so we can start taking shots at him. His general is there. If I pull up my Turkos a little bit more, always want to be targeting generals with matchlock units, because matchlocks have got a very, very heavy damage output, and really you can just rip people to shreds with matchlocks, just enemy generals. So his cav is on the side, so we're going to try and counter that with these guys. We might just pull one of these Yari units at the back, and we'll move you guys to the flank. We're going to continue to fire at his lone sword because we want those guys to break, and what we'll do, we'll reform these guys so that he can cover the front of our troops. Again, we're going to keep these guys here. He's beginning to charge us. We want to take care of these Ashigaru units, and I'll pull these guys back. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to get a charge off my general, and I pull my Turkos back, so I'll pull you guys back to about there, and I'll put these guys into spear wall before the enemy does manage to charge. We'll put in a rally. These guys really do need to start attacking them, and yeah, I mean, so far it's looking pretty interesting. He's managing to kind of put some pressure on me, and I'm going to get charged, unfortunately, because my micro is really bad in this. So he could do very well in this, potentially, but oh, I'm going to just keep those guys back. Unfortunately, my guys are going to probably begin to rout from this charge from the flank, but I'm going to take some Yari Ashigaru to counter that. My general is taking some hits from this Naginata kind of horseback units, but my Ashigaru are definitely managing to hold all these sword troops, and I'll start targeting the Turkos at their general, to which I'll then now just charge and cave in all of my troops on his men. My general is now around the flank, so now I'm going to charge in at their general, and hopefully it looks like we might win, so I'll say GG, well played. This was... oh crap! This was... a live tutorial. If you want to watch, it will be on my channel, YouTube. And a little bit of a licky face. So there we go. That was a bit worrying. He had some good ideas, but unfortunately I was managed to counter a lot of his stuff. And he went in a bit piecemeal. We ran uphill, and the Turkos really did do pretty well. I mean, these guys have got 100 kills about, and again, it was the overwhelming numbers of that of the lone sword. But he did almost break me because I had some, you know, I was a bit kind of lacking in some areas. So, for example, he managed to charge into my lone sword with cav, and that really wasn't good for me. So we'll go into the results screen, and I hope you enjoyed the battle. So here we are on the kind of results screen, if you like. So we'll skip to summary, and we've got some veteran Ashigaru. These guys are going to be good. We want to keep these guys because, I mean, even in my captain cabinet sort of general, I do use Yariash quite a lot when they're vetted up. I mean, my Yariash at the moment, they got about 20 melee defense, so you can probably understand why they're so good. And also, when you do get to 9 chevron, you do also get the the hold firm, which is going to be incredibly beneficial again. So I don't know, we'll just call these guys Yari Gashigaru. No, I'm going to take that back off. Yari Gashigaru. There we go. Yari Gashigaru, and we'll look at the unit statistics. So the Portuguese Turkos definitely rained down a lot of pain, and the Yari Ashigaru did manage to literally hold firm, and not let his troops come in. But again, you don't really want to be bringing Rise of the Samurai armies. I mean, they've got some decent units. So, for example, I'll say Naginata attendants are very, very useful. But again, they're not really fighting units, I would say. I do remember I saw some sword attendants. I think they had about 15 melee attack. Some guy vetted them up a lot. And I think the sword attendants are actually the cheapest unit in the game as well. So you can probably imagine how good that unit would be to bring if they had 15 melee attack. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the live com. I'm sorry I've been a bit recently, because I've been a bit ill, but we'll probably do another one sooner or later. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and bye for now.